Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a quick look here at CrowCoin, just an update regarding our video from yesterday, and just kind of giving a quick perspective on what's going to happen next. We did expect a reversal here. There is potential liquidity sweep here at the upper level, so keep in mind we do have roughly around 12 cents as a potential liquidity level, but you do got to recognize there's not a lot of volume up at this range yet, and we need to continue to build that base, the base of volume essentially, to kind of continue higher. Now, logically speaking, if you just jump right in here, you can see that we have these previous levels here, right there at about 8 cents even, as a strong accumulation zone before the price broke out. Okay? So that little area there will likely be retested if the price continues to pull back. We could very well see a price increase and then decrease from there, but just note that's roughly what we're looking at here for CrowCoin right now from just kind of the bird's eye view. So if you're new to the channel though, thanks again for watching. Comment below, let me know what are you holding? Do you have Crow, and how much of it do you have? We got some people that are telling me they got tens and thousands of Crow, and it's just awesome to hear. I hope you took some profits, of course, but obviously long-term holders are a different story. If you do want to, have a better, more awesome exchange, no offense to crypto.com, but there's no KYC, no VPN required here with Bitunix, and they're a phenomenal exchange. You get some healthy rewards there as a brand new user. Okay, so again, be sure to use the link down below to qualify. We'll have trading competitions in the future as well for that. So let's just quickly note big picture and work our way down, okay? So let's remove the fibs and just kind of start over here and just kind of see what we're looking at here. So on the daily, what is the deal here? Well, we got this previous resistance level at 11.5. Okay, so you got to recognize that's an important level where the price action rejected out. In fact, it obviously rejected a lot lower there, but the price couldn't sustain and hold above that level. Okay, therefore, still considered resistance. We take a look at the RSI, MACD, and pretty much everything is all pointing down. Now, obviously, just because it's swinging down doesn't mean it's just going to continue down, but we need things to kind of come back down to reality. I mean, most coins were at 9. Look at that, 99 on the RSI. That's extremely uncommon, okay? So keep in mind, massively overextended. This correction makes sense, I think, due for a little bit further correction, honestly, at this point. We want to be in the 50 to 70 range on the RSI, and we're still well above that. So in truth, I think we could see a bit of a correction a little bit further down, maybe another 5 to 10% to about the 88 cent mark, okay? So that's kind of what we're looking at there. Take a look at see liquidity for the larger time frame. There's not a lot of liquidity here. There is a decent sized fair value gap where we've halfway filled it. But again, the bottom size of this fair value gap is down about 87. So 87 cents, once again, seems like a very common area of retracement there, and we should experience a pullback to that level. If we take a look at, just say, the overall sense of where we're at right now, we are in a situation where we're below the 20-day SMA, which is common. We're coming closer towards the 50-day SMA. Okay, now when we do that, we got to recognize we're not truly bearish yet, but price comes down to that level, it's another like 8% decrease, right? But the truth is here, we are retesting and just below 50 on the RSI, it's a bearish sign. We can see the price action continuing lower here. So to me, this coin definitely looks like it's prime for another short. We are overextended to the downside. We do have a 9 on TD sequential, and it does imply here, with this being the most recent top, that we could actually see the price action pull back down. So in other words, if the price does increase from here, it'll bounce off of 0.382, 0.5, 0.618. That's a really common characteristic. So if this is our lowest point, we could experience somewhat of an uptick all the way to about 11 cents and then potentially further down, or the price just goes straight down from here. Either way, you could get in at any point between now and then and probably be safe. But the truth is, taking a long position right now doesn't seem all that viable, just because a lot of signs are pointing down for this transitionary 4-hour time frame. Even the daily is kind of telling us that. So let's take a look at the hourly really quick, just to get perspective and call it a day here. We can kind of see that this isn't the bottom point. We could very well see a further increase. Keep in mind, Elliott Wave does take specific timeframes into consideration. This, I do feel personally that 12.2 cents is the immediate top, and we should see one more lower low and another lower high. So I don't really think this is super valid here, but just keep in mind there is potential for one more leg up. I just think we're going to need to see some really healthy conditions in the market, and Bitcoin needs to be closer to 38,000 to see that. I don't think that's going to be a reality, at least not right now. So the truth is we should expect the price to continue a little bit lower. Take a look at the hourly. Other things that are confirming further downside is a simple fact that we're below the cloud, lagging span intersecting with the price action. No, this tells us basically you don't want to consider a long position at all. We have momentum to the downside as well here, and we're below the cloud. Okay, so until we can break comfortably above the cloud, there's no reason to really take a long position into this. Okay? Again, it's kind of like one of those hopes and prayers. You can by all means dollar cost average if you want to into this coin, but taking a leveraged position at, a long leverage position just doesn't make a ton of sense right now. So again, keep in mind, we are seeing some interesting behavior here for this coin. This correction makes perfect sense. We did see a head and shoulders pattern as well that broke to the downside, pretty common there. And just generally, there's not a lot of validation here that the price is going to go much higher. It may recover. Keep this in mind. We are overextended. We take a look at TD sequential. We're at a 9 right now. So again, the potential for the price to go dramatically lower from here is lower. I'm not expecting the price of the bottom to drop. But I do think overall in the next couple of days, or just say within the next week or two, we could see a dead cat bounce where the price comes up here and then comes down lower. I think that's much more of a likelihood here than the inverse of the price just jumping straight up from here. Okay, again, different strategies for different folks, but if you disagree, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you want to become a better trader, again, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. We've been taking some nasty profits on a lot of our plus trades. These are basically day trading signals where we're just kind of scalping the heck out of different coins, Litecoin, XRP, and specifically Solana too. We're hitting a lot of good profit targets for Solana. Now, obviously, there's occasional stop losses, but you add everything else together, it averages itself out much higher. Speaking of stop loss, we haven't seen a single stop loss on our swing trades in weeks now. Ethereum was our last stop loss where we tried to short it a little too early. But generally speaking, again, SUI, 97%, Kava, SHIB. We most recently took ICP trades and OMG and Algorand, doing very well with those two. So again, congrats to our community members. We just like to highlight the positive there. I will send out our playout chart here momentarily. Thanks again so much for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Thanks again for your time.